Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Kim. It is Thursday and this is the Q&A where I answer your questions that you ask me, or at least I try to. Okay. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I just woke up from a nap, quite honestly. I had some morning sessions and I had a quick bite and just took a nap. It was great. It was great. And I woke up in time to get up here and record. Lots going on, huh? A lot going on. More flavor of authoritarianism. Just totally disregarding free speech. But what can you do? What can we do at this point? I know what we can do. Not shut up about it. Someone said, I think it was Lawrence O'Dowd, said the reason why they did that to Jimmy Kimmel is so everyone can stop talking about the Epstein files. And I said, you know what? That sounds like it's right. That sounds correct. But I think I think more people just need to stop. Rather, words are hard. More people just need to keep talking. And then everyone could get indefinitely fired or canceled. And then they'll have a real big problem on their hands, you know? This is chaos. This is part of it. Part of turning points, I would assume. Actually, if you haven't watched my video regarding the turning point for America, the first part, please go check that out. I uploaded it yesterday. A lot of you seem to like it. I appreciate that. A lot of you talked a lot about my hour-long videos and how you prefer those. I'm not going to stop. It's just not going to be as many. Okay? This will probably be an hour actually. But in my weekly my readings for the week may be, in depth. Okay, but my in-between videos, I won't do it for an hour. Okay, but anyway, let's just jump in. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say here is for informational purposes only. Everything I say here is alleged. If you want a personal reading, you can click more in the description of this video and the link will be there, or you can email me moonlightenergy15@gmail.com. Okay. Oh, all right. So let's see here. Let's pull up these questions. Let's just jump right in. I can't wait until this is my last work day. I can't wait until I'm done for the day because I'm very tired. Okay. My last work day for the week, rather. Thursdays are my Fridays. Okay. Let's look for the first question. If y'all look at who owns a lot of these media companies, you wouldn't be surprised what has been happening. It's not about them being afraid. It's literally who owns these companies now. Look them up and you'll be like, oh my goodness. Who recently has bought these companies? I saw it a while ago. So here we are. And they seem to forget, like, people will just stop watching you. People will stop buying your stuff, your products, your everything. Listen. Anyway, first question. From 19 Aquarius, hello. Will America ever restore the necessary vaccines that help keep innocent children alive and people safe from all of the diseases. Let's see. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Hearing the medical community will not stand for this for too long. And also a lot of people, if they aren't already, a lot of younger people will get sick. Let's see the visual. Let's see what this looks like here. Okay. Will they restore? I mean, the vaccine still exists, but I know it's like, anyway, I know what you mean. I know what you're asking. Will they restore vaccinations? Meaning, will it be a requirement? Clita Center. Will it be mandated once more? Will it be mandated? Yes, vaccines will become mandated once more. The thing about Republicans is they never see what's in front of them until it's a disaster. They never think about it until a bunch of people are, well. But yes, the answer is yes, okay? It's going to get very much worse for them in those red states, to be quite frank. It was already terrible, the mortality rate before, and now it'll be even worse, which is very unfortunate for a lot of people. Okay. Number 2 is from, hold on, I have two questions from this person. Let me read this one to myself really quick. Okay, Kim Finley. It says, Kim, there are at least a small group on Twitter who believe that the UN is ready to announce that they found irregularities in the 2024 election. They believe that they will call for a new election. Do you see anything connected to this? Will they call? I'm hearing a no. Hearing a no. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Wands, exposure, Page of Cups, Nine of. I mean, it's a scandal. I don't know. I don't think it's the UN though. There's something. The Emperor, the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands. A lot of wands, a lot of fast movement. We have Five of Wands here. It's about exposure. Okay, Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, about, you know, scandal, you know, something scandalous coming out, being communicated. Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Feels like something quick, you know. And the thing about it is what's so interesting. All the things that I've so far, most recently, have seen or predicted, they're not related to one another. Like things that come from, let's say, Trump dying. Him going is like a whole other separate thing, you know, a catalyst for other things. I don't know if they'll call for a new election, though. Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands. The Lovers, the Emperor. I don't see that happening. I do see something, though. Most definitely coming out about... Let me see. What am I seeing? Let me ask the pendulum. Okay. Let me ask Edgar and see if, you know, he'll answer through this. I heard him, he said no when I asked him. But there's something... I don't know how to articulate. I can't articulate it. Story of my life. Which, you know. Alright. First, let me ask the UN question. That was a no. That's what I asked him, actually. Okay, Edgar. Show everyone that you're here. Just show me a yes. Okay. Clear the center. He said, I am right behind you. Okay. Will the UN expose the 2024 election fraud? Said no. Clear the center. Would information be released regarding 2024 election fraud? Would information be released regarding? He's saying yes, but not in the way you think. Yes, but not in the way you think, he said. Okay, I've been told that before. Okay, clear the center. Would that information be released next year It's not moving. I meant to say this year. Let me ask again. Will that information be released sometime this year? He's saying maybe. I heard maybe. Okay, clear the center. Okay. Yeah. It's not in the way you think, he says. Show me what you mean by that, if you can. And I will try to interpret it. Nine of Cups. Smugness. Nine of Cups. Temperance. Balance, you know, those two cards together, they're so related to each other, but let's see it on the bottom. Ace of Cups. The Magician. Ten of Pentacles. King of Cups. The Fool. What am I seeing here? The Magician. Ten of Pentacles. These are people. The Fool. Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. The Moon. Nine of Cups. Temperance. The Emperor. Queen of Cups. Three of Swords. These are people. And Edgar's saying yes. Okay. Why can't you just say what it is? Why I have to solve puzzles? He said, because you're not listening. Why must I solve puzzles? Alright, let me just see here. Okay. Okay, so Ace of Cups, new beginnings. This is the driving point. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on this question because I don't listen. Yes, I knew that. Okay. I always, for some reason, I know what the Ace of Cups is, but I never could articulate it. Spiritual breakthrough, right? Edgar said yes. Okay, so like this is the catalyst. Magician, very powerful. This is someone. important. Who is it? Is it a male? Can you tell me at least? Is it a male or female? It's very masculine energy. We'll do something very surprising. I don't know. This feels like a judge. I know the justice card isn't here. Let me see if it'll show up. It feels like a judge. Could be wrong. Is it a judge? Edgar said no, it's not a judge. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna do the guessing game. 3 of Cups. This is us. He said yes. Okay. Okay. This is the collective. The Magician, this power. There's 3 of Cups. I have identified as us, peaceful protesting, that sort of thing. Edgar said that is correct. This is our energy here, the Magician. Magician is about power. Power to manifest. Power to just sort of get what you want. It's about your intellect. It's about it's literally magic. The Magician always surprises people with what it could get done. 10 of Pentacles. Stability and security. Your legacy, our future. King of Cups. This really, all these cards feel like let me get a clarifier for the 8 of Swords. Ten of Cups. Freedom, liberty. I'm hearing like what this is, and I can't say it for some reason. It's like it's like I'm being shown exactly what could happen, and I feel something, but I can't say what it is for some reason. It's like I'm being shown energy, right? I'm being shown action. I'm being shown the emotion behind it, behind why this exposure will happen. And it will really be like a new beginning, a feeling of, I only could see the other side of it, but I can't see what the action is. Someone will definitely say something for sure and expose something. It's a Fool and the Knight of Swords here. And this King of Cups is a woman. I feel I could feel judicial energy here. Doesn't feel foreign. It doesn't feel, there's no world here. There's no 2 of Wands or 3 of Wands. Show me what it's about, if you can, in these cards. This is the last card I'll pull before I move on. So I've been there for a long time on this question, but whatever. It's a thing in my head that I need to figure out. I don't even know what I'm asking with these cards. Oh, goodness. Regret. Regret. Surveillance. Alive. Strangulation. Love. I don't know. I don't know. Why are these cards all weird? Abuse and neglect always comes up. Jealousy. Someone might do. You know what? What I think it is? Someone might reveal it just out of spite. Edgar said yes. The Three of Swords was here. The Hierophant. Yeah, here it is. I just didn't pull it. That's what it kind of, it's not in the way that you think. Will someone reveal this out of spite? Out of anger? And it won't be on the left. Will someone reveal election fraud out of spite? Edgar's saying yes. He's saying no, you got it. Clear the center. Will it be from someone on the left? He's saying no. Okay, clear the center. Will it be from someone on the right? So someone will be very angry. Someone will be angry and reveal that. It'll start off as a rumor, like it is now, despite evidence, and then it'll grow. There won't be someone, a very angry person. Alright, I'll look at that at another time. Let's move on. I know y'all are like, how you just leave us hanging in the middle of that? Someone, it doesn't feel like anger at Trump. It feels like the right in general, but it'll be from someone on the right. Someone important. It'll be unexpected. Okay? But no, not the UN. Next question from the same person. Do I pick up anything for September 23rd, 2024 or 2025? I think you meant 2025. Because we're in 2025, right? Do I pick up anything? I would need more information than just that. That's next week, right? Next week will be... So 23rd is Tuesday. Oh, you mean for Kamo's book? That's when her book comes out. I'll pull one card. Knight of Swords. Everyone will be talking about it. I pulled for her on my live. You should go take a look at it. People will be talking. People will be talking, child. Seven of Swords wanted to come out. If it comes out again, that's the card.
It's pizza upstairs if you want some.
Okay, I'm doing work. You don't have to scream to my door. Oh my God, that was my mother. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Support, communication. When your mom comes to visit, it's very annoying. At least for me. She doesn't understand. Okay. Tries to force food on you. I know, I should be grateful, but anyway. All right, so that's the only thing I could think of. I don't see anything. I would have to, when I do my review of next week, I do feel that next week is going to be, I do feel that it's going to be an interesting week next week. We'll see. But Kamala's book is the only thing I could think of. Okay. All right, next question. Is from Teresa Diamond 3651. Will any of the January 6th Congress people be jailed for their participation in it? No. No, they will not. No one will get consequence for that. It has to be, we don't have those kind of people. Ten of Swords and Death. It has to be someone bold enough to do such a thing. It'll have to be someone bold enough to truly expose what goes on, what went on. I need to shuffle some more because I just pulled those cards. Energy is just not there yet, you know? I don't even think anyone's even thinking of January 6th anymore. See, Hangman. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands and Ten of Swords. The Star. Two tens. Death. It would have to be, it's not out of the realm of possibility, I'll be honest. But the energy's not there right now. At the present moment. Not for a long time. Like, I don't even know if it'll ever get there. Will those from Congress that participate in January 6th get any consequences? No. It would have been happened. You know, there's no one bold enough to do such a thing. Unless you're a Republican. Next question. Amy, let me make sure. Okay, Amy N. Nope. That's not a question. Next question is from Infinite Curly Fries. Hello. How are you and your guys doing? I mean, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. This is more of a therapist question. Young men have been getting more radicalized on the internet than ever. Before, with the male loneliness epidemic, and incel movement, and a lot of them are moving to the far right. Are we, people in general, able to help them? Or do we just have to have hope that they can break out of their echo chambers that are on the screen somehow? It's bleak. Infinite. I'll be honest with you. There, I have seen examples. I have seen examples of men snapping out of this. And it's not just Caucasian men. It's not just white men that are sort of in this terrible cycle. They happen to stumble upon one video. They watch it, and then it becomes the algorithm, and they get sucked into, as opposed to just going to therapy and dealing with your issues. If you blame women, you blame vulnerable communities for whatever is wrong with you, or instead of seeing that there's nothing really wrong with you, you just need to talk about your feelings. But your question, is there hope? Hold on. Your question is, yes, a lot of them are moving too far right. Are we able to help them? Yes, we can help them. Or do we just have to hope that they can break out of their echo chamber? This is happening globally, yes. I'm just reading the next comment. It is very upsetting. I think, yes. Yes, they can break out of this, and the way that it could happen is the issue I find is there's a number of things. The myths of masculinity, what it's supposed to look like, schools and how schools perpetuate this. We need, in my opinion, I always said, if I were a first lady, one of the things I would do, my focus would be mental health, and I would mandate teaching compassion and empathy, mental health education in schools. That's something I would do, and I think there needs to be more conversations with young men and young women as well, obviously, about their mental health, about how it feels to be, but we're talking about them, how it feels to be, how what their feelings are, to feel comfortable talking about their feelings, to express themselves, um, to feel safe in a space to express themselves and whatever frustrations or whatever they're dealing with. That needs to happen before they get to college. That needs to happen in schools. So there's a program in Ireland that they have where they teach the students about compassion and empathy. It's a part of their curriculum, and it encourages they meet in these groups, and it encourages them to talk about their feelings and their thoughts, and it's really successful apparently. So yes, yeah, that could happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I think I think it starts at the school. Yeah, you could say it starts at home. But you have kids who have parents who are, you know, let's take a look at like MAGA parents. You have kids who aren't like that. It starts at outside influence. It starts at really teaching them real compassion and empathy for people, for everyone. It starts with teaching them about different cultures and what happened in human history, so it doesn't repeat itself. And teaching them about equality, things that schools aren't doing at all. So, but I have seen instances of young men saying they don't want to be like that. Who have sought help through therapy. Who says, this is what they're experiencing and they don't really like it. So it's possible, but it really takes a real change on how the education system, how it works. Will that happen in the future? I do see that. But it'll take a lot of work. It'll take a lot of people demanding when people are running, We have to like really sit down. I hope I'm just not blabbing, but I think we have to sit down and really truly pick apart these politicians who, what's your platform? Like what are you really doing? Mental health, people blame mental health on like mass shootings. And I'm just like, okay, but then if that's the case, then do something about it. Y'all don't want to do nothing about mental health. More and more people, younger people, are coming into treatment with more complex diagnoses, things we've never seen before, or more pervasive schizophrenia, like younger and younger. So anyway, I could go on forever, infinite curly fries. I hope I answered your question. Next question. Same person, another it's okay if it's another person, because it's not a lot of questions. 19 Aquarius again. Are there any precautionary actions of safety being taken to actually protect the fighting Kamala Harris, the real Democrats, women and men, etc., who are fighting for the Constitution? Justice for we the people to be safe. I'm not sure what the question is. You mean, I don't know what you're asking me? You mean at her tour? Yes. I've already read on that. She'll be safe. I read that. I read on that. Last question. That's all the questions I had. Do timelines collapse, converge, or grow? Ooh. some reason I can't see who this person is. Oh, that wasn't the last question. I have a bunch left. What is happening with YouTube? Okay, so I'm sorry guys. I'm a mess right now. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Let me refresh this. Bear with me. Okay. Alright, spiritual Sean. Do timelines collapse, converge, or grow? That's a tricky question. I'm not an expert on timelines. I could say that first. I would say they grow. I don't think they collapse. I don't think they converge either. I think they just grow. Hold on, let me see if I'm right. Timelines do grow. It's like we can, I'm just listening to what I'm being told. It's like we can arrive at the same result of something, but our possibilities are endless. Now I'm being shown a tree again with like with roots at the bottom. Oh, thousands of roots. But the tree is growing the same. Does that make sense, Spiritual Sean? You picking up what I'm putting down? They grow. Timelines grow. All the roots connect. The tree grows. But there are so many different events, decisions, behaviors, possibilities. Next question. I feel like I'm in a different timeline sometimes. It's the Eddie. Going backwards before I move on. What I'm saying, sometimes I'm not an expert on timelines. I'm just saying what I'm hearing from my guides, but what I sense about timelines is that we are not on different timelines. This is very quantum physics-y, physicsy. But I don't. Since we're on different timelines, we're on the timeline we're supposed to be. We're on a timeline, the timeline. But what was I gonna say? Time, in terms of time, when I'm looking at a situation, or I could see, my gifts can help me see something in the future. My gifts help me see something in the future at a different time, but we're on the same timeline. You know what I mean? I've come to understand that things that I see sometimes is something in the future. Does that make sense? Okay, next question. Misty Eddie 7523. Are we still seeing the timeline Edgar predicted for DT's departure as correct, or have things shifted? Let's see. Well, Edgar said no, things are right on track. He doesn't have much time left. He's saying, interesting. Nothing is ever exact, but I'm pretty sure the things I see in my head when I talk about this is very much not comforting. I do not like it. Give me a card about his health currently. Did y'all see him struggling to walk in the grass today? He was struggling. Couldn't get his right leg going. Not good. His gait is really bad. Show me a card, please, regarding his health. I should have used the other deck, but let's see what I get from this one. Nine of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Both of them are facing me. Nine of Cups and a Knight of Wands in reverse. Give me one more. Death. Okay. Nine of Cups in reverse. All the stuff is coming out of your cups. When it's upright, you're feeling good, you're contented, you feel vitalized. When it's in reverse, it's the opposite. Just getting some validation. Yeah. Nine of Cups is about indulgence. You'll be doing too much, partying too much. drinking too much, luxuriating. You know, you got to find that balance. Is the encouragement of this card. This is about contentment and satisfaction and stopping to smell the roses, but it warns against doing it too much. But when it's in reverse, it's warning you, saying like, hey, you're doing too much. You're overindulging. It's, you know, familiar with this card. Knight of Wands in reverse. I've got a lot of vitality there when it's in reverse. Okay? And death. We'll see. Okay. Will blue states start to succeed from Confederate? No. I don't see that for the future, Amy Noel. It's a lot of talk, but no, that won't happen. The United States will not be the United States. It won't look the same. Let's say over 50 years from now. Maybe a century from now, but no, that won't happen. Next question. Do I see a season connected? Hold on, let me see how many questions I have. Okay, this time I only have these two. Kim Finley asks, do I see a season connected to the president's private interview with God? What season is it? Let's see, Edgar. He did just say, yeah, I mean, you know, nothing is exact, but as soon he's sticking with it. Let's see, I don't like these cards, but sometimes they show up for me. Edgar, see if you could show me, please. I'm gonna shuffle. Oh, come on. Really? Obsessing over it. Obsessing over time creates blocks. True. More patience is needed. April. I saw April, but let's see. Says very soon on the bottom. Oh, very soon. Very soon. In a couple of weeks. This one says within a couple of months. Stay positive about it. Stay positive about it. Let me ask one of my other spirit guides. Okay? Archangel Raphael. Ooh, my right ear started ringing. Can you tell me about Donald Trump's health? My ear is ringing so loudly. Donald Trump does not take the advice of his doctors. He takes what is given to him to continue on, but he does not heed the danger that he is in. That felt very hard to say. He is running out of time, which is unfortunate because he has access to so many resources. I asked him, when will this happen? He said much sooner. It will happen very quickly. I keep seeing the same image. I don't want to say what I'm seeing, honestly. Don't want to say. But it's not a, it's not a, it's disturbing. Hope that answered your question. I didn't say a season, but I answered as, you know. Last question. Sebastian, HLX 2045. Hi Kim, will the start of Kamo's book tour be postponed because some stuff is happening? Question mark, question mark. Let's see. I don't think so. Will the start of Kamala's book tour be postponed? No. You're taking very heavy precaution with this. I mean, they're taking extreme precaution. Her tickets sold out in just over 2 hours in one city. They want her. No. No. Okay. Alright guys, that's it. That's all I got. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you tomorrow. I will be doing, what will I be doing tomorrow? My mind just went blank. I will be doing part 2 of The Turning Point, and also I'll be pulling for the upcoming week, which feels like it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Like the video again, please like it, and I'll see you. Bye.